Hi everyone, Becky here. Back to the grind, I guess. Back to the grind. HSK 7 through 9 vocab. So we give it to DeepSeek. Let's see what happens. 风云. I assume it just means wind and clouds or describing weather or situations. Oh, maybe there's a figurative usage. 股市风云变幻. It's figurative. 投资者需谨慎行事. So 风云 here is something like storm or something like this. 风云, unstable situation. Yeah, that's figurative, literally meaning weather, but okay, figurative for unstable situation. Fair enough. Yeah, all right. So the dictionary says, 风和云比喻不断变换动荡的局势 unstable situation basically. 风云莫测国际风云 all right. There's also an example 风云突变 but I presume it's 风云突变 风云突变 yeah sorry 风云突变风云突变 all right. Sudden change in situation. Is there anything else? 比喻局势突然发生变化 no, I'm going to count that. Well, why is this in the dictionary? 突变 is a word in itself. Sudden change, right? Like 突然的变化. I'll color it in the dictionary, count that as studied because it's pretty obvious. What was the one that AI came out with? 风云变幻, a changeable situation. So this is like it changes rapidly changing, changeable. 在风云变幻的职场中 the turbulent like work what do you call it, employment marketplace or something, 职场 workforce, yeah. 突云变化 and by 突云 I mean 风云变化. Sorry, I said it wrong again, didn't I? 风云变幻风云变幻风云变幻. All right. Yeah, usually it's not a problem understanding it from context. It functions as a noun, 风云. Yeah, and it kind of pertains to storms and things, but a figurative storm, but it's, yeah, weather. Presumably it has some literal meaning, but I don't know. Maybe it's not used as its literal meaning. Anyway, let's continue. 风雨无止. So wind, rain, 无止, non-stop. So presumably, again, it means unending storm, but probably it's used figuratively. 风雨无阻 regardless of weather conditions. 他每天坚持晨跑 风雨无阻 No, it is not what I thought it would be. So the 无阻 is not an inhibitor, right? It doesn't prevent you from doing X. Yeah, this is what we say in English. Come rain, hail, or shine, I'm going for a run in the morning. So in this one, it's literal. I believe it's literal. So not that one, this one. Rain or shine. So I do this rain or shine, jogging, basketball, the fate. Yeah. Sometimes we say come hell or high water. Come hell or high water. Yeah. Oh, I use 无论如何 in my output. Yeah. So come hell or high water neither pertains to hell nor high water. But here this seems to refer to literal rain, literal weather. All right. So 风雨 is a word. 风和雨. 风雨大作. What is this? 风雨大作. 风雨大作. Not really a 成语. Yeah, 暴风雨. 暴风雨的暴风雨. All right. And 不经历风雨，经历风雨，不经历风雨. So this is experience. So this is a verb 经历. 经历 Jingli can be a verb to experience 风雨. 风雨 is storm, well, not necessarily storms, wind and rain, but yeah, figurative for hardships. So once you've experienced hardships, 经历风雨就能见到彩虹的人，其实并不多. So seeing the rainbow after experiencing hardships, that sort of thing. All right. 风筝. Oh, come on. 风筝. Yeah, this is 风筝. 风筝. Yeah, 筝 is first tone. Oh, it's 古筝的筝. Is it really? 古筝的筝. Okay, so this is a wind 筝 because it's shaped like a 筝 or something, I guess. Wind zither, yeah. Traditionally explained as being named after kites filled with bamboo whistles that produce music. Oh, okay. So that's the explanation. So apparently we attached bamboo whistles to kites and they make a sound. Okay, 风筝. Okay, and usually the verb is 放风筝, 放风筝, 放风筝. So to fly a kite. 春天到了，孩子们在广场上放风筝。Yeah, fly a kite. 疯子，你疯了，疯子疯了。疯子 crazy person, I don't know. 你这样乱闯马路，简直像个疯子。All right, so you're just blindly crossing a street like a lunatic. 疯子. All right. 分红. Yeah, this is one of the words for dividend, right? I don't know why it's this. What was the other one we did? There was another word that we encountered. Dividend. Oh, yeah, 红利. This is the other one we had. 红利. What's that? 股息. Oh, I didn't know that one. 好处. No, I don't think so. All right. So, 分红. Okay, 公司今年利润很高，每位员工都能拿到分红. Yeah, so they get dividends. Presumably they get a greater amount of dividends because the company is doing well. All right, next is 分化. 分化. 化. Yeah, or I'm not entirely sure how to define this, but it's going to be something along the lines of split up. I'm not 100% sure. 这场争论导致团队内部出现了明显分化。出现了分化. So it's more like divergence. You split apart. 出现了明显分化. What's the dictionary say? 分化. Sorry, 分化 here. Okay, so verb number 1. 由同一性质变成不同性质的事物. Oh, this is differentiate. This is like in biology or something, is it? So it's the process of converting one form to another form or something like this. Like when your body develops, like this is an arm and that is a head, right? Your body there's a process of differentiation. 事物由整体变成分裂. All right, 两极分化. What's that? 数码数码教是从佛教中分化出来的. Like an offshoot or a branch even. 是分化, to cause something to split apart. Okay, so 分化瓦解, 分化敌人. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a correct example by the AI. 分化. Yeah, this one. Cell differentiation. 细胞分化. So the cell has you got like stem cells that can do whatever, right? They can become whatever and, and they differentiate. And it's like, oh, I go this way and you go that way. Maybe ants and bees and things like that do it too, right? They kind of have their particular role. 分化的问题，两极分化的问题. So pulls apart or something. Polarization. 一部分化. Okay, 任务分化很少. Task differentiation. Yeah, this is a little abstract and unspecific, isn't it? Anyway, let's move on. 分解. So we saw 解 as dissolve, 溶解. So it's going to be something like to split apart, to disintegrate, dissolve, something in that ballpark. Resolve, decompose, break down. 化学课上，老师教我们如何分解水分子。Dissolve water molecules. How do you dissolve? You dissolve water in water? Break down. Oh, you break them into hydrogen and oxygen, I guess. So you're breaking it down on like a blackboard or something, right? 分解. I was expecting you put something in water, it kind of falls apart. 分解. A lot of chemistry. 分解. We have 分解 on here somewhere. Yeah, 生物分解. That's decompose, right? Break down, decompose. So we have like biological matter, maybe apple peels and cow dung and things like that, and it decomposes into something useful for plants. 分解. All right, let's continue. 分解. It is break down, but different contexts, right? We need to pay attention. 分力. Is this something like exert yourself? 运动员分力冲向终点，打破了纪录。分力, so exerting themselves and dashing towards the finish line. 分力. Do everything one can. Spare no effort. Drive. Yeah, all right, that's not a problem. This is 分量. This is fourth tone. 分量. So there's a few words that refer to weight, and I'm not entirely sure which one this is. So you've got, okay, 重量. 重量 is usually the physical weight of an entity, like a physical entity. But sometimes so the pillars can support the weight of the roof. Yeah, 重量. I think you can also use it figuratively and say 有重量. It has weight in the sense of someone's essay has weight. You think a color has weight? 水有重量. Yeah, well, yeah, this one. 所有的秘密都有重量的. So they're weighty secrets. So this is physical weight of an entity like a roof. You need to hold up the roof. And also a little bit figurative. All right. 分. What are we doing? 分量. 分量. This is another weight. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is. 他提出的意见很有分量，大家都很重视分量。Well, I didn't know this, but 分量, portion size? Ah, right. Number 3, weight. So weight, this is more figurative. Importance, prestige, authority, written material, density. All right. So what things have 分量? 分量, 多, heavy, very heavy. 资源信函比套用信函要有分量的多。So 有分量. So when I say it's weighty, it's a weighty letter. I'm not saying it's physically heavy. I'm saying it contains a lot of emotions. 它的名字本身就是分量. So his name, her name itself carries weight. It has cachet. 他的话很有分量. All right. All right. 分裂. 分裂. So whenever you see 裂, you think of something splitting. 分裂, that's splitting into two. So what things can split apart? 分裂. All right, so these are like horror movies or something, right? Or maybe this person's mental state is splitting apart. 分裂. Usually is it cells and do cells 分裂? I'm not sure. I think maybe they do. Do countries split apart? Maybe. 国家分裂也给人民带来了沉重的灾难. So when the country split apart. Vision. What things can 分裂? 现在清楚就是分裂它的轨迹. So it's a cunning plan to split. So split them apart, right? So not really literally like physically remove them from one another. It's to make them not harmonious and so on. 它延续了党内出现的任何分裂现象. So it's a split in the party, so a political party probably. 由来已久的贫穷困种族. No, 贫穷因种族. This is not 困, it's in, isn't it? 贫穷因种族分裂而更加恶化. So poverty due to racial tensions, racial divides are 更加恶化了, were made worse, got even worse. Right. 分泌. Yeah, so this is a relatively rare word. 分泌 is secretion or to secrete. In the human body, it's your glands that secrete. So you can secrete liquids with your eyes and your mouth. You can secrete insulin. Yeah, you can secrete various things. Oh, you secrete sweat as well, don't you? Okay, what's this? 胰腺, this is your pancreas. And we're going to secrete insulin. 胰腺会分泌胰岛素 insulin. 调节血糖水平. Yeah, so your pancreas secretes insulin to regulate blood sugar levels. All right. Okay, so 分泌, secrete. Yeah, also secretion. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of different secretions of the body, right? Usually they're kind of disgusting. At least for non-doctors. Maybe doctors are kind of like, yeah, I'm used to it. 分明. 分明 is clear, but it's usually used in words like this, where it's as clear as black and white. So easy, clear in the sense of easy to differentiate and so on. 黑白分明这件事是非很清楚. Oh, 是 No, 这件事的是非很清楚. The right or wrong of this matter is very clear. 黑白分明. Yeah. 分明. 分明. Yeah, it's usually used in these kinds of structures, isn't it? 分明. 那证人分明是在睁着眼睛说瞎话. 睁眼睛, 睁 is open your eyes, right? Oh, okay. 睁着眼睛说瞎话. This is a saying. All right, I didn't know this one. Lying through one's teeth. But you're opening your eyes and lying through your teeth and saying blind words. All right. 棱角. So 棱 is so both 棱 and 角 refer to polytopes. So think like a cube or a dodecahedron or something. You have edges which are 棱 and you have 角 which are corners, right? 棱角. So these edge and corner in like geometry, three-dimensional geometry. In 2 dimensions, you have jiao, but you also have bian, right? Or maybe you have bianlong. No, bian, I think it is in 3-dimensional geometry. Actually, bianlong. Yeah, bianlong. Oh, I don't remember. Bian, sorry, bian, I have to look now. Bianlong. Maybe this is a word. Bianlong, ridges. Kind of vaguely familiar. Anyway, how do we get onto this? Okay, 分明的脸. So it's describing like the 3-dimensional edges and corners of his face are very angular. Yeah, so this is 颚骨. This is the jawline, 颚骨, right? And by 颚骨, I mean 颧骨. Sorry, 颧骨. Yeah, this is a relatively rare character, 颧骨. I have studied it, but come on. It's pretty rare. Cheekbone. Oh, okay, so it's not, maybe there is a 颚骨. Oh, 颚骨 is jawbone. Oh, so it does exist. Yeah, 下颚下颌. Yeah, there's this one as well. 下颌. Okay, so going back, where were we? 分明. Yeah. Okay, so 颧骨. This is cheekbone. All right. So this is up here, right? Below the eyes. 颧骨. I don't know. Maybe I should actually, oops. 颧骨. Yeah, maybe I should get into this. Okay, 额骨. So this is your skull, but also your skull goes all the way back. No, your forehead going back here. 额骨, 顶骨. Why is 顶骨on the side? All right, anyway, 顶骨. I presume you have multiple 顶骨. 蝶骨. I don't know what a 蝶骨 is, but all right. Yeah, actually, let's go ask Doubao. Please name all the bones in the human head in Chinese. I said please twice, but all right. I'd rather have people fault me for being overly polite than underly polite. Yes, that's a word. Okay, 额骨, frontal bone. So this is this part of the skull, I guess. 枕骨, occipital bone, back of the skull. Makes sense because 枕. So you know 枕头, it's the same character for pillow and 枕. Also to 枕, to rest your head, is a verb as well. Okay, 蝶骨. So it is 蝴蝶, butterfly bone. Why is it called butterfly bone? All right, it is butterfly bone. 筛骨, filter bone. I don't even know what these are in English. Sphenoid bone, front of the temple. Here? I don't know. And 筛骨, cheek. All right. 顶骨, hairy top of the skull. Is that how you spell skull? Is that really how you spell skull? Skull, S-C-U-L-L. Why does it look weird? Can you spell it both ways? A skull. Oh, okay. There is a word, but it's, yeah. That's not how you spell skull. All right. There's a typo. 顶骨. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so now I'm learning about the skull. 顶骨. So this is 顶骨. But apparently there are 2 dingles. So there's a left dingle and a right dingle. A parietal bone. Now, the problem is I'm looking at Wikipedia and it says GE, which means there's 1, but there's 2. 左右, 各一块. So maybe I should edit this as well. So something, get rid of GE and replace it with 其中两个. 组成这个的29块，其中2个。So 4, where's 顶骨? Here, 左右. There's 2. All right. This is a bit of an issue. I was going to edit this. All right. So, okay, editing this for now. Let's submit this. Fix misspelling. So there is no world where skull is spelt with a C, right? I just assume. And I'll submit this. I just suggest maybe this is better as plural, but that'll do. And the editors will get around to fix it. I just changed the spelling. Oh, come on. I don't know if that's sent. All right, I have to check. Yeah, I had to write it again. I don't know why Firefox is playing up. Like, I don't know. Like, this is what it's like using a computer, isn't it? You're just using it and everything works fine, and then it decides, let's install an update, and things don't work. And it's like, oh, all right. Thanks for the update. Thanks. Now, do we need to edit this? Because I think that's an error, right? So is this an error? Let's ask the AI. Is the GE here an error? It's on the Chinese Wikipedia page. Is not an error. But there's 2 of them, right? Yeah. So now I'm confused. But there's 2. 2 dinguls, right? So it's referring to a single specimen. Is unconvinced of this logic, but the AI likes it, so maybe I'll let it go. 肋骨是人体这个一a rib. A rib is one of the 206 bones of the human body. Yes. Despite there being 24 of them. All right. Oh, a little tricky, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to think about this. Yeah. GE. So if it was ribs, so let's go Lego and see if they use GE here. Despite there being large numbers of them. There's no GE anywhere here, right? I don't know, it kind of is a bit misleading. GE. Anyway. Let us continue. Where were we? Kunming. How did we get onto bones? Kunming. Oh, Kunming the Lian. And this one. Chenggu. Wow, that was a big rabbit hole, wasn't it? Chenggu. So cheekbones. All right, let's just put it into Wikipedia and figure out what this thing is. Chenggu. Which part of the skull is this? Chenggu. So this part here are sort of around the eye socket. Do they actually come apart, or are these like just continuums? I feel like they should be continuous, right? So the cheekbone is connected to the, I don't know. Okay, so forehead, yeah, it's here. sort of hooking around a bit. All right. Okay. And then what's this? 颞骨. I don't know this one. What did the AI say? 颞骨. Temporal bones. Why are they called temporal? I don't know. They don't pertain to time. Temporal bones. Okay. No. Temporal bones here. Oh, pertaining to your temples. Okay, that kind of makes more sense. Eagle, your nose bones. All right, nose bones makes sense. Okay, 颧骨. And, whoa, 肋骨. Lao bones. 肋骨, why is it 肋骨? Where's 肋骨? Here. 肋骨. Plow bones. Why is it called a plow bone? In the nose, dividing the nostril. Oh, I didn't even realize there is a thing. Legal. All right. And so 上颌骨, so the upper mandible, and the lower mandible, 下颌骨. Or no, hold on, the mandible is the lower. There's another name for the upper one, right? 上颌骨. Maxilla. So maxilla and 下颌骨. Mandible. Okay, so maxilla and mandible. Do teeth count as bones? I don't know. I feel like they're kind of bony. Are they not bony? Are they not bones? I don't know. Do teeth count as bones? Not bones anatomically. Okay, enamel. Oh, okay, so it's not made of like bone marrow. Oh, all right. That kind of makes sense. They're not technically bones. Enamel, no collagen. All right. So they're not bones. All right. I feel like I should know that. All right. Anyway, 分明. So 分明, you have distinctive bone structure. 分明. All right. 粉末. 粉末, it's kind of a powder. I don't know how to describe it. 粉末. It is just powder, right? 粉末. Yeah, fine dust powder, different types of powder. 粉末. Okay, 他将药片磨成粉末，方便服用。So 药片, so he took a tablet and ground it into a powder to facilitate or to make it easier to 服用, consume or ingest, I should say. 坟墓, grave or graveyard. Maybe grave is a better translation than graveyard. 坟墓, grave, tomb. Yeah, I don't know. Both those characters pertain to graves. 坟 and 墓. So there's not much wiggle room there. That's what it means. 清明节, this is the tomb sweeping day in China. 我们去山上扫墓，清理坟墓周围的杂草 the weeds around the graves and tombs. Anyway, 分歧 is kind of a disagreement or a point of I think it's used in like dynamic systems, like a bifurcation point where something bifurcates, but normally it's a point of disagreement and so on. Bifurcation. Yeah. So a point of disagreement, 分歧，双方在合同条件上存在严重分歧。So there's a specific point of disagreement in the 合作 not 合同，合作 in the collaboration. You're in charge of that. No, you're in charge of that, etc., etc. 分歧. Yeah. So this 歧 you see in the word 歧视. 歧视, sorry, 歧视, not that 歧视, this 歧视. 歧视. So discrimination, so 种族歧视 is like racial discrimination. 性别歧视, sex discrimination, etc., etc. So those are the main ones for that character. 焚烧, yeah, so 焚 means to burn and 烧 means to burn. Both of them mean to burn. 焚烧, 焚 and 烧. Yeah, so to burn, to set on fire. 焚烧。农民被禁止在田地里直接焚烧。What's that? I don't recognize either of those characters, but I presume it's pronounced 秸秆. Is it like stalks or husks or like leftovers from crops? Straw. 秸秆. 秸秆. So I usually use 干草. No, not that one. 干草. This is hay. Hay and straw. Are they different? I don't know. 秸秆. 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 Alright, I feel like I need to know these characters. 秸秆. That's not a rare word, is it? Straw. They look like bales of hay to me, though. 干草. Yeah, I usually use 干草. Are they the same? They look really, really similar. So what's the difference between 这个 and 干草? So I usually use 干草. Dried plant material, different forms. Okay, so different grain crops. So 干草 is grass. 秸秆, no, 秸秆. 秸秆, incorrect. I deduct a point, or 扣分, or 给 deep-seek 扣分. All right. Animal bedding. Okay, so this is for feeding animals. This is for bedding. All right. 秸秆. 农民被禁止在 you said that one. 干草. 冬天农夫用干草喂养牛羊. So here we're feeding hay to the livestock. So what is the term for what's on the roof of a 芦毛? 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 Is it not 芦毛? 芦 Oh, 茅庐. Sorry, 茅庐. 茅庐. Thatched cottage. So 茅草. Oh, all right. 茅草. Okay, 茅草. What is 茅? All right. 秸秆, 茅草. Okay. All right. Oh, Chinese is hard. I wish I could go back to like HSK 5 where I thought, oh, I must be getting close to the end. The roof of 诸葛亮 thatched cottage. 诸葛亮的茅草, 茅庐. 茅庐屋顶布置是茅草. All right. Yeah, there's a Chengyu where we visit 诸葛亮 3 times, and it just represents respect for someone who has 诸葛亮 level expertise. All right. All right, how do we get onto this? Oh, 基干. Yeah, 基干was used in an example, wasn't it? 基干here. 基干. And by 基干, I mean 秸秆. All right, sorry, it's a new one for me. Yeah, 秸秆. In the dictionary, well, there's only 秸, not 秸秆, but 秸农作物脱粒后剩下的茎. So it's the stalks left over after it's been husked or dehusked. So I guess if you have wheat or rice or something, you take the seeds that you want to actually eat in some way, and you the rest you don't really need. All right, so 麦秸. 麦秸. All right, 麦秸, draw from barley or wheat. All right, 麦秸,豆秸,豆秸,豆秸, um, 豆秸,豆秸秆. Okay, so 豆, some sort of unspecified. 豆秸, I don't know, it's this, the straw-like thing. 豆秸, and 秸秆, all right. I don't know, that doesn't seem all that rare, but at the same time, I'm not heavily involved in agronomy. Is that the right term? Agronomy? Yeah, agronomy. I'm not heavily involved in agronomy. And so, you know, 农学. Is it in the dictionary? Agricultural science. All right. Yeah, maybe I should say agricultural science. Agronomy. All right. This is good for your, like, vocab, right? Not often you get to pull out agronomy. Anyway, 焚烧, burning. So what things might be 焚烧? We're burning 秸秆. All right, it seems like we're mostly burning 秸秆and waste and things like this. 焚烧. All right, 禁止焚烧. 禁止焚烧. All right, so no burning. All right. All right, 粉丝. All right, so 粉丝, so first let's talk about the food. This refers to a type of food. I'm not sure if this is going to come up. Yeah, this is the type of food. It's this kind of see-through, slimy, worm-like, noodly thing. I really find it disgusting. It's like eating worms. But 粉丝, this is 粉丝, translucent. Now, it often means fans or subscribers. Fans, yeah, 粉丝. So, yeah, fans, so like fans of a musician, like Taylor Swift 粉丝, so Taylor Swift's fans. But also, like, 粉丝 is often used for YouTubers. So if you subscribe, you 订阅, no, 订阅. 订阅. 订阅 is subscribe. So you subscribe and like 点赞. 点赞. If you subscribe, and you can 点赞, or you can 点彩 if you like. 踩踏的踩. 点, 踩踏. 点彩. This one. This is to, well, this is downvote. 点彩. 点赞点彩. Yeah. 点赞点彩. So you can upvote and downvote. 点赞点彩. But if you 订阅, you will become a 粉丝, a fan. Yeah, not necessarily all that literally. But yeah, it's used to mean subscribers as well. 粉丝. 他拥有数百万粉丝，每条微博都能获得大量点赞。All right, so this is subscribers, right? So 数百万, so more than a million subscribers. So 每条微博, so 微博, 微博 is like the Twitter of China. 微博. I don't use it. It's, I don't know. I prefer 简书. I use 简书 because it's more writing based. 获得大量点赞. So she gets lots of likes from her fans. 粉丝. 粉丝, oh, all right. So they're separate, but presumably we're meant to learn those two meanings. 粉丝. Are there any other meanings? I don't think so. 妈妈用粉丝做了一道蚂蚁上树，味道好极了，蚂蚁上树 Ants climbing a tree? This is the name of some dish? 蚂蚁上树. Ugh. No wonder I would not enjoy this. A Sichuan dish made of cellophane noodles. 粉丝. Ugh. Alright, apparently there's other meanings, but let's move on. 蚂蚁上树. Yeah, so I want to go and so 粉刷 while we're doing fen shui, this is like whitewashing. So it's like powder paint. Sorry, fen shui, where is fen shui? Fen shui, whitewash. So you're putting this kind of surface on a wall. Fen shui, fen shui. And fen tiao. Fen tiao, is it fen tiao and fen si, are they the same? Fen tiao, fen si. Are they the same? Fen tiao, fen si. Very, very similar. Maybe fen tiao is a little bit broader. All right. All right, next is fen sui. Fen sui. So fen, we saw like powder. Sui. Sui is like little chunks of things. Little, this sort of thing. Usually when something breaks, it forms pieces and like this sort of pieces. Fen sui. So fen sui. Fen sui. Yeah. Oh, it's a little bit smaller than I was expecting. Fen sui. All right. Fen sui. Crush. Oh, so it's used as a verb. All right. Fen sui. All right. 工人用机器将大石块粉碎成了颗粒，成小颗粒。So it's a verb. So it's smashing something until it becomes many fine granules. What does the dictionary say? 粉碎. Number one, adjective. 碎得像粉末似的. So it's ground to the point where it's like a powder. 瓶子摔得粉碎. Yeah, that's the usual one I get. 摔得粉碎. 摔得粉碎. Smashed on the ground. Oh, 摔得粉碎. Ah, 摔得粉碎. Ah, 摔得粉碎. All right, so some of this is a bit hyperbolic, but all right. Number two, verb 使粉碎, to cause something to become 粉碎. So it's like a verbjective, isn't it? So to cause it to become like that, 粉碎. So to grind it into 粉碎. Okay, 粉碎机. So presumably these things are 粉碎机. 粉碎机. All right, so you put something in there and out comes 粉碎. 粉碎. No, 颗粒, I should say. Out comes 颗粒. All right, number two. 把这些, sorry, no, this is still on number two definition. This is the second example sentence. 把这些石块再粉碎下. So grind the stones a little bit more, not a problem. Number three is a metaphor. 比喻, 彻底挫败, 或摧毁. So thoroughly thwarted or destroyed. 粉碎阴谋. 粉碎阴谋. Crush the conspiracy. So you're destroying something. 粉碎敌人的进攻. Crush the enemy. But maybe, yeah, this one is fine. 粉碎敌人的进攻. So you destroy their attack. So you're not destroying people, you're destroying their resistance, their schemes, etc. All right. 粉碎. All right. 分外. All right, this is a new one for me. I noticed it in the dictionary a moment ago. 分外. So I'm not sure. 他学习分外刻苦. Oh, no, I do know this one. This is just another way of saying exceptionally. Yeah, 分外刻苦. 成绩一直名列前茅. 名列前茅. This is like they're in the top. Is it in the top or literal the top? Yeah, it's just about the among the top. Yeah, it's just another exceptionally. 分外. Yeah, I have encountered this. 分外. Yeah. All right, it's in the dictionary. It's not colored in. So 分外, the second definition is not one's responsibility or job. 分外. And there's 分内. With that definition, 分内. And this one is new for me as well. 分内. 分内. So, 不分内容. No, that's not helping, is it? 分内. Yeah. So, 分外, mostly this. Yeah. So there is a 分外 and 分内. So let's have a look at this. This within or outside one's job responsibility. 分内的工作. All right, so we should put that in here. 分内的工作. 分内的工作. Yeah, this one. 按照我分内的工作是他们分内的工作. Okay. 分外. 分外的工作. So this is not your normal job, you're doing someone else's job for them, I guess. Okay. And number 2, no. 分外. Okay. 分以外. All right. Yeah, all right. Mostly we need to note that it exists. All right. 奋勇. 奋 is kind of excite, but reserve. Maybe excite. 勇, courage, bravery. 奋勇, maybe it's just full of courage. 消防员奋勇冲进火场，救出了被困儿童。So it is brave but dauntless, exerting oneself, courageously exerting oneself. So the dictionary defines 奋勇 as 鼓起勇气, to kind of summon up the courage. 奋勇争先自告奋勇. Oh, that sounds familiar. 自告奋勇. 自告奋勇. Yeah, that sounds very familiar. 自告奋勇. Have we studied this? It might be a HSK. No, we haven't. It's not on this list. 自告奋勇. I have encountered this. Yeah, I don't know. I just made a note in the dictionary. I added that to my list of things. 自告奋勇. So 奋勇, yeah, mustering up the courage. All right. 分支. So it's a branch. It's a branch or a tributary. Is it a branch of a river, a branch of a shop, or a franchise? I'm not 100% sure. 分支. 这条河流在平原地区分出了多个分支 the branches. Although usually it's the other way around, isn't it, with rivers? but humans kind of walk away, I guess mentally walk away from the end. Think of the end as where it meets the ocean. Yeah, anyway. 分支 of a company or river. Okay, branch, diverge, ramify. What is to ramify? I don't know. Subdivide. 分支. It is not in the dictionary. 分支, which is very surprising. 分支. Why do I have so many wacky windows open? 分支. 从总体或一个系统中分出的部分分支 branch， 从一个系统或主体中分出来部分称为分支。This is a verb, this is a noun version, is it? 意思为从总体而一个系统中分出的部分。Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. So, but for shops, you can say 分店, sub-branch, 分店. I think there's also 门店. Is it different? I don't know. Anyway. For F-O. I always have trouble pronouncing this. Fu. Oh, okay. No, for. Fu. No, for pertaining to Buddhism. Fortor. What is Fortor? Buddha. Huh. How do I not know this? This is a pretty rare character. But Buddha itself isn't all that rare. Four. All right. Four. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'm pronouncing that right because FO is a very rare syllable. Yeah, and I'm probably pronouncing it too much like four. I presume I'm doing all right. But it is a pretty rare syllable. Some syllables are pretty rare. 参差不齐. This one's pretty rare. And there's another one called no. No. This is no. This one's pretty rare. It comes up in agronomy. It comes up in agronomy from time to time, but no. Technically, it is a Chinese syllable. No. All right. 佛 pertaining to Buddhism. Buddhism. Okay. 他虽不信佛，但偶尔也会去寺庙静心 meditate. 静心 meditate. I use 冥想 to meditate. 冥想 静心. That one's simpler to understand, isn't it? Anyway, 信佛, you believe in Buddhism. 信佛. Yeah, often you might see a 佛像. 佛像. So it's like a Buddhist statue. It's a statue of Buddha. I honestly don't know for sure. Buddhist image. Statue of Buddha or Bodhisattva. Right. Four. Yeah, if you come to China, you'll see these. All right. So, all right. 否决. 否决 is a fancy word for veto, like the United Nations resolution was vetoed by a certain country. 否决, veto overruled. 董事会否决了这项投资提案. Yeah, so the committee vetoed or overruled the proposal, right? The investment proposal. All right, 1 second. All right, so where were we? Sorry. Okay, 否决 we did. 负 is negative in the sense of non-positive, not positive and not zero. Negative is in the sense of negative numbers. 负数. Negative numbers. 负. So it doesn't include zero. It's -1, -2, -3, but also with real numbers as well. Yeah, 负 正. Yeah, 正 are positive numbers. 正数 positive numbers. So 负二楼is underground second floor, right? Usually there's a car park. 负二楼. Yeah. 负二楼. There'll be a car park or something like that. Usually underground there's car parks. 负二楼. No one wants to live there because there's no lighting. 负二楼. Yeah, usually it doesn't look like this. It's underground. 负二楼. You don't really say 正二楼. You just say 二楼 if it's positive. And you start off on the first floor. So if you come to China, you walk in a building, it's 一楼. If you go down one floor, you go to 负一楼. So 1 minus 1 equals -1. According to elevator logic, according to building logic, right? Whereas in maths, 1 minus 1 equals 0. But there is no 0 in buildings. In buildings in China, at least. Yeah, in England, you get them, right? And sometimes in Australia, you get ground floors. But yeah, in China, it starts off 一楼. 一楼. On the ground floor. Apparently her name is 一楼. Ground floor. All right. So yeah, 一楼, first floor. Yeah, first floor in China is this one. The USA uses both. Okay, UK it's ground floor. I think Australia it's a bit inconsistent as well. Yeah, I don't really remember, but yeah, I kind of feel like there should be a 0th floor because I'm not a big fan of 1 minus 1 equals -1. in this metric or in this algebra. In this algebra. Fu. What else is there? There's fu, as in fu dan, a load. Fu dan, yeah, a load, or a burden. Fu he. This is a load in the sense of like an electrical load or something. I don't know. Fu he. Burden, load, charge. Yeah. This one. It's the load, maybe like of shipping or something like this. Different types of loads. Fu. So there's positive and negative kind of emotionally. 负面. This is a negative like 负面影响. This one. Negative effects. So this is not negative numbers. This is negative effects, as opposed to 正面影响. Positive effects. 积极影响 as well. Yeah. 负. Is there 负侧? No. 负面. Oh, yeah, there's 负面 as the obverse. How do you explain it? The negative side. So there's 正面 and 负面, like of a piece of paper. Yeah, actually, maybe I'm wrong. The obverse. So 正面 is obverse. What's the opposite of obverse? The reverse side. Is it reverse side? Oh, 反面. Yeah, sorry, no, I'm wrong, aren't I? Yeah, it's 反面. 反面 and 正面. Yeah, here the opposite of 正 is not 负 but 反. Yeah. 反面. 负. There's multiple other words with 负. 作为父亲，他要负起不担得起，负起养育子女的责任。负起 yeah, 负 as in to take on a burden. Negative defeated. I don't know that one. Bear carry this one. Yeah. 负担得起，负担得起。So, 负担得起, taking on a risk, taking on a debt or an expense or something like this. 负担得起 and 负担不起. 负担不起. Can't afford it, basically. Can't do it. 负担不起. All right. So, well, now I went wrong with one. So with a coin, I don't have a coin at hand, but let's say this is 正面 and this is 反面.正面反面. So that one I got wrong. But 负担 burden 负荷负数正数. Yeah. 负. What other 负? Let's see what the dictionary has to say for 负. Wow. You want to have a guess how many definitions there are for 负? I'll give you a hint. It's a positive number. 这是正数. There are 9, and by 9 I mean this one. This is 9, right? This is 9. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. There's like 3 different ways of doing 10. All right. 负被指担任 okay. 负重负荷身负重任. All right. 身负重任. So this is to take on a heavy burden. 身负重任. 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 And yeah, 如释重负. 如释重负. As if a heavy burden has been lifted off your shoulders. They don't actually mention shoulders in the Chinese. All right. So number 2 is 遭受. Okay, I don't know this one, but 负伤 to be wounded, to sustain an injury. 负伤. All right, there it is. 负伤. I did not know this one. Number 3, 靠依仗. 负闲固守. What does that mean? 负闲固守. All right. 负危险的险. I have to go character by character. 不闲，然后固体固 and what was next? 守护的守. All right, well that's in the dictionary. That's number 3. There's another one. I don't even recognize the character. Something like 富裕. All right, give me a moment. I'll have to look it up. This is the word 富裕. That's what's in the dictionary. All right, I feel like I want to just declare that definition irrelevant for me. I don't think it's going to come up. Whatever it means. Number 4, 享有久负盛名, 久负盛名. So to enjoy. So it's burden, but it's like a positive version of burden. So 久负盛名, 久负盛名. So long burdened with a prosperous name. Famed reputation. All right, so this is a good thing rather than a burden, but maybe you can interpret it used sarcastically or hyperbolically. Ooh. All right, number 5, 欠, to owe. Okay, 负债, 负债, owe debt. You can just say 欠债. So maybe 负债 is just someone, like when you're handwriting, those characters look similar. 负债, 欠债. I don't know, maybe. That's my headcanon for now. That may be totally untrue. Number 6, verb 败输, to lose. Okay. 不分胜负. Oh yeah, 不分胜负. Yeah, here to lose. So 胜负 is a word to like victory or defeat. So it represents losing here. So 不分 is you're unable to determine. It's not obvious who's going to win and who's going to lose. All right. Number 7, 背弃, 违背. To turn your back on or kind of abandon or betray maybe. 负心, 赴约. 负心. I don't know this one. Ungrateful, heartless is like disloyal even. All right. And 赴约, presumably it means you don't agree to your date or something like this. 赴约. Break a promise. 约定的约. 赴约. All right. And promise might be a contract. All right. Numbers 8 of 9. 形容词. 小于零的. Oh, okay. Less than 0. Okay. 复数, 负号. Yeah, 负号 is the negative sign. 负号. This one, the minus sign. 负号. Is it the negative sign or the minus sign? They're actually different length. Maybe it's both in Chinese then. All right, so 负, negative as opposed to positive numbers. And number 9, 形容词, 觉得到电子的. Okay, so 负电, it's able to receive. No, this is different. Oh, sorry, no. No, it's negatively charged. Yeah, no, this is correct. 负电, negatively charged. All right, and 负极, the negative pole. 负极. Yeah. So negative pole. So okay. 负极. So yeah, if something's charged, it has a negative pole. If a physical item loses or if it gains electrons, then everything is negative, isn't it? Why is there a negative pole? What's a negative pole? So So that sounded sounded reasonable. Cathode. Cathode is used in electrolysis. If I remember, like electroplating. You have you put two different elements into a solution, run an electric charge through them, and electrons or even elements from one will go to the other. And one we define as negative, one as positive, even though, I don't know, it's totally arbitrary. All right. Anyway, 物体. All right. That's it for 负. So the most important ones were to taking on a burden, 负面 negative, but also negative in the sense 负面影响. It didn't even have that one. 负面影响 is not rare. All right. What words? 负担, 负荷.负荷 I've been pronouncing wrong. 负荷. All right. Been pronouncing that wrong for a while, but it's pretty rare. 负担, 负荷. 负疚. That's like 内疚, right? 负气. 负气, I don't know that one. 负伤, that was to get injured. 负余. It's another one. I'm skipping this one. Skip. 负约, to breach a contract, to break a contract or promise. 约定, promise. 负责, yeah, 你负责什么? 你负责做饭. You're responsible for cooking food. 负债 and 负责人. All right. So it's quite broad, isn't it? All right. Oh yeah, 负担不起, 负起. Yeah, I guess it can be used by itself. 负. We already did 附属, 附 meaning attached, kind of subsidiary, like secondary or something like this. I don't know how to explain it. Attached, but more as like the non-primary thing. 申请书后请附上个人简历和证件照. Okay, so this is to attach. Attach your CV and your 证件照, your ID photo, your application. Okay. Yeah, 书 doesn't necessarily mean 书. And things like this, it's not a book. Yeah, 书. Yeah, letter document. Yeah, sometimes a 书 is just one piece of paper. 赴 refers to going somewhere. It's a formal version of 去. What else is there? Yeah, often it's very quite formal. 他即将赴上海参加国际学术会议. So, like going to Shanghai. But it's because it's such a formal event, you use 赴 instead of 去. But you can use 去 as well. It's not informal. 腹, we already did this one. We did 腹泻. We talked about 腹部, 腹地, and 腹泻. Those are the main ones. It pertains to your abdomen. 腹. Abdomen, stomach, belly. Yeah. 腹地 was the abdomen of a country, so inland. And 腹泻 was diarrhea. And 腹部 is just your belly. All right. 他拍着圆滚滚的腹部，笑着说，吃得太饱了。So 拍着, very satisfying. And we got 圆滚滚的. So you know what this means? Let's do it. Let's read them. 火辣辣，静悄悄，闹哄哄，淅沥沥，哗啦啦，笑盈盈，毛茸茸，笑眯眯，脏兮兮，甜津津，乱哄哄，顶呱呱，胖嘟嘟，雾蒙蒙，空荡荡，胖乎乎，圆滚滚，急匆匆，笑盈盈，乐呵呵，甜滋滋，香喷喷，沉甸甸，甜蜜蜜，鲜嫩嫩，乱蓬蓬，水灵灵，急冲冲， 兴冲冲，白花花，白嫩嫩，白黄黄，金灿灿，金闪闪，绿茵茵，绿油油，绿莹莹，灰扑扑，黑压压，黑乎乎，红扑扑，蓝湛湛，灰沉沉，灰溜溜，干巴巴，皱巴巴，光秃秃，天苍苍，野茫茫，气冲冲，恶狠狠，冷冰冰，阴森森，直勾勾，眼巴巴，齐刷刷，油腻腻，直挺挺，甜丝丝，美滋滋，湿淋淋，傻乎乎，硬邦邦，暗沉沉，慢吞吞，慢腾腾，傻愣愣，密匝匝，软绵绵，怯生生，醉醺醺，瘦巴巴，气昂昂，贼溜溜，懒洋洋，凉飕飕，亮堂堂，暖融融，乱糟糟，水汪汪，轻飘飘，湿漉漉，咕噜噜，孤零零，乐淘淘，哭啼啼，泪汪汪，羞答答，亮晶晶。All right. All right, wait. Fu. All right, Fu Yan we saw. Fu Yan. What is Fu? Well, I don't know this one. I got nothing. Fu. I don't know. 医生给伤口消毒后敷上了一层纱布。纱布 is gauze, is it? 纱布. So we're fooing 纱布. Noting that we know 绷带. We know this word. 绷带 is a bandage. 绷带. So 纱布. Sorry, 纱布. 纱布. Kind of bandage-like gauze. 纱布. Oh, maybe 纱布绷带, a gauze bandage. All right. So 纱布. So we're fooing it. Foo. Right, the dictionary has two definitions. One is 涂抹. Oh, 涂抹. Gotta get my pronunciation right. 涂抹. It might be a 涂抹. It's not a 涂抹. 涂抹. All right. 敷粉. Okay. Okay, it's this character. 粉末的粉. 敷粉. Sprinkle powder, a dusting. 敷粉. So are you applying the powder? You're applying some sort of powdered like coating. 敷粉. All right, so this is 敷粉. So I'm gonna look like a geisha or something. 敷粉. All right, 敷粉. 热敷. I got nothing. Hot spread. 热敷. Oh, okay, so 冰敷, 热敷. Oh, okay, so if you take okay, 冰袋, you take an ice pack, and 冰敷. Oh, sorry, this is 冰. No, I said 冰, didn't I? I don't remember. Who cares? 冰敷. All right, so you've got an injury. Do you 冰敷 or do you 热敷? All right, so you're putting an ice pack on that. 热敷, 冰敷. Oh, wow. This is 冷敷. Okay, so there's 冷敷, 冰敷, and 热敷. So 冷敷, cold compress, an injury or wound. This is 冰敷. It's definitely 冰. All right, I didn't know that one. 外敷. 外敷. What is 外敷? No, it's not that. Not what you're thinking. 外敷. 外敷. Oh, I pushed a button. 外敷, to apply externally. So 外敷, this is like a mud massage of some kind, right? 外敷. 外敷. So this is hair dye, is it? 外敷. To apply externally. 中药, Chinese medicine. Oh, maybe it's a medicine of some kind. 外敷中药外敷祛白病. Okay, so 祛, get rid of 白病, 100 diseases. 外敷, to apply externally, such as on the skin. 外敷. All right. All right, that's number one. I did not know fu had this definition. But number two, sorry, there's three definitions. Number two, 铺开布置. So to lay out or spread out something. And their example is 敷shot. 敷 shot, this one. 敷 shot. Oh, this looks like wires and cabling or something. 电缆敷 shot. So 电缆 is cables. 敷设 spreading out cables. 敷设. All right, I didn't know this one. 敷设. And number three is 够足, so sufficient. 敷用. 敷用. No, this is not the relevant definition. 敷用. No, this is a different thing. Okay, 入不敷出. 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 Income does not cover expenditure. We encountered this one, didn't we? 入不敷出. How did we get into this one? 入不敷出. Okay, so this is 不够, 不足以满足. 出支的出, 开支的 no 出支. 出支. Is it not 出支? Oh, it's 支出. 支出. Am I wrong? Let me see. It's 支出. Sometimes I get the characters backwards. A bit dyslexic, I guess. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the actual definition of dyslexia is. But I get the characters back to front. Maybe everyone does this though, because a lot of words you can use back to front. 支出. All right. So what was it again? 入不敷出. 入不敷出. So the income. Oh, I know where I saw this. I'll show you. This is where I saw it, and I saw it yesterday or the day before, the first time in the wild. So yeah, this is me here. You can see my silhouette. I went to the library to return my books. Unfortunately, yeah, I met this notice. You can read that if you like. 关于城市书房关闭的通知. Yeah, unfortunately, 关闭, where I was going to return my library books to, closed down. All right, so I read all this. I read the whole thing. It was actually quite interesting. But okay, so this is private company, and they were running a library for free in the community. So they volunteered this, and here it is here. 入不敷出. There it is there. 但自2024年以来, so from 2024 onwards, 入不敷出. This is the 成语. There it is. So the company, there was a private company volunteering to run the local library. It's not really a library. It's more like, you can call it a library. It's like a small outlet. If libraries had little branches, you can go there and yeah, you can even volunteer and look after it or something. But the problem was that there were some expenses involved, and the government wasn't covering those expenses, and the company decided, oh, we can't do it anymore. And so I went to return my books, and unfortunately, I could not enter. I could not enter the library. Yeah, 入不敷出. 我司, so my company, 坚持至今已无法持续承担人员、水电、维护等运营成本. Did you get that? So there are personnel costs, there's electricity, water and electricity, and maintenance fees. Yeah, someone has to tidy the place and whatever. And they actually provided like free water, and like they had like a little coffee station there. So it was really an amazing place. So I'm really quite disappointed that the local library is closed. Like this was like maybe 10 or 15-minute walk from where I am. So if I wanted to, I'd just go there whenever. Now it's more like it's 3 kilometers away. So if I walk at full speed, it's something like 30 to 40-minute walk, which is all right, but it's, oh yeah, actually I didn't have many books at that one. That was, I was able to return the books. I had to go to another place to return the books. Anyway, there it is. So the income which was zero because there were volunteers, unless people were donating, 如不付出, yeah, they had some expenses. So the company actually gave up. Yeah, so 自2026年5月1日起，该书房正式停止对方开放。Yeah, so they closed. They stopped or ceased being open, therefore closed the library. Yeah, some of the library systems in China are a bit weird. Like they have these like a kind of like 24-hour things, and there's no one there. You just go in and you just go in and borrow books. And the assumption is no one actually steals library books, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing really to stop you from stealing the books. But like, yeah. But anyway. Yeah, some of them are 24 hours and so on as well. I think they mention it here somewhere, 24-hour library books, library branches and so on. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I had to go to another library to return the books, which is all right. Anyway, there it is. 入不敷出. I met it in the real world. Right, sorry, where were we? We're still fine. I just had my lunch. Yes, I get to stop for lunch. I need food and sustenance too. Okay, we did 腐. Okay, 腐败. 腐败, rotten, corrupt. That's not too hard. I think most students would learn this well before HSK 7 through 9. 严厉打击腐败是维护社会公正的关键. So strictly crack down on corruption or attack corruption is key to preserving societal justice. 公正. All right. 副本. Yeah, 副本. So we talked about 副 being used in 副总统 and 副教授, right? Auxiliary or secondary. So 副本 will be a copy of a ben. The copy, a photocopy or something like this, as opposed to the original, as opposed to the yuan ben. Yuan ben is the original, yuan ben, and 副本. Copy, duplicate, transcript. I don't know this usage. All right. 请把合同副本交给法务部门存档. Yeah, file it with the legal department. All right, 副本. 复查. I don't know. 复 means doing something repeatedly, maybe a second time even, but so 查 is investigate or inspect. So maybe it's like re-inspect. 医生建议他3个月后回医院复查. Yeah, it is re-inspect. So check again. So the doctor says you should come back in 3 months and check again. Actually, that reminds me. I have a thing on my foot, and my doctor says I should keep an eye on it. It's like a mole on my foot. I should 复查. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. 扶持. Fu meaning like to sort of hold on to. Fu. Qi is also hold on to. seems figurative. 政府出台政策扶持中小企业发展. No, this is support. So it's the government's policy is supporting small and middle-sized enterprises, the development thereof. 扶持, assist, support, help. Yeah, sorry, can we go back here? 副本. 副本, the dictionary says 正本 is the opposite. So this is original. What did I say? 原本. 原本. Original, the original. Are they the same thing? maybe there are two words for the same thing. 正本,原本. Right, 扶持. Okay, 扶持. It's colored in my dictionary in a green highlighter, so I studied it at some point. Maybe. Wait, is that green? Not that green. I'm not sure if it's this highlighter. No, it's a different. That's not green, is it? I'm colorblind. Anyway, 扶持. 扶持, help, assist. Okay. 辅助, 照顾. 辅助, 照顾. I'll put it in here. 辅助. 辅助. This one. And 照顾. So, 辅助 and 照顾. 辅助, yeah. So support with the hand, but you can support oneself or someone else, it seems. Help somebody up. All right, so help. Okay. Okay, 相互扶持, 扶持. Oh, 扶持政策, 扶持资金, 扶持措施, 扶持性保障体制. All right, 扶持. Seems most of the time it's related to policies and things like that. All right, 附带. Did we do this one? We did 附 and 附件 and attachment. 附属, 附带. Presumably it's like has an attachment, or so it comes with an attachment or something like this. 附带. Oh wow. Okay. 购买手机附带一副耳机和充电器. So it's 附带. So it goes with the phone. So you would not want to buy the headphones and recharger for this specific phone unless you own that specific phone. 附带. It is a verb. 附带. All right. So I'll read this out to you. Verb. 动词. 另外补充的. So sort of 另外 other 补充的 supplementary kind of thing. Okay. 顺便 in passing. Okay. 附带条件. All right. 附带条件. 附带条件. So 附带条件 attached conditions. 附带条件. All right. So it's not necessarily a good thing, is it? Okay. And 附带向大家介绍一个情况. That's just 顺便, right? All right, in passing. Number 2 is 次要的, so secondary, non-primary kind of thing. 附带的任务, so a secondary task. 附带的任务. 附带的性质. 附带着潜在负面影响之间取得平衡. 附带的. All right, let's continue. 浮动. I don't know what this means, but 动 means to move, and 浮 refers to floating, such as floating in the air or floating on the surface of a liquid. 油价根据国家行情上下浮动. So it's going up and down like something on the surface of a liquid. Fluctuate, drifting about, yeah, up and down. So 油价 is the price of oil, is going up and down, going up and down like a yowie. Yeah, I don't think it's that much about much to add. I looked at it in the dictionary. Let's continue. 复发. So 复 can be used as a suffix meaning re. We kind of did it here. 复查, recheck. So here, 复发. So 发 could be 发行, 发表, like issue or publish. 复发, resubmit. Not sure. Let's see what it says. 他的感冒刚刚好转，又因着凉而复发了。No, it 发 meaning reignite or restart. 复发 recurred. So this is a disease in this case. Relapse, relapse. Relapse or relapse? Relapse. All right, let's look up the dictionary. Not in the dictionary. Let's just ask the AI. What things can 复发? Whoa, okay, 癌症复发, cancer recurrence. What would that actually mean? So you get cancer, you're like, that's it, I'm gonna kick cancer's butt, and I'm chemotherapying it away, and it comes back, maybe. 癌症复发, 肿瘤复发, tumor? It is a tumor. 心脏病复发. 中风. What is 中风? Oh, it's stroke, yeah. 中风, a stroke. They're all medical things. 抑郁症复发. Okay, so relapse. They have like physical or mental illnesses. 癫痫, this is epilepsy. 癫痫复发. 溃疡, I don't know this word. 溃疡, ulcer. Ulcer recurrence. 感染复发. Infection recurrence? Symptom recurrence. So it's always medical, is it? Oh no, that's just the first category. Okay, 毒眼复发, 阴阳复发, 有眼. No, I say 眼瘾, 毒眼, 烟瘾, 酒瘾. So these are all different addictions, etc. 复发, 旧习. I guess this is 旧习惯. 旧习. Oh, all right. 旧习复发. Presumably a negative one. 旧病复发. Okay. 病情复发. 灾难复发. 地震复发. All right. They're all things that you don't want, right? Thus far. 矛盾复发. 问题复发. 危机复发. 暴力复发. 错误复发. Negative. Thanks. All right, that's a really useful negative thing, 复发. All right, almost always negative. 旧病复发. So this is the common one, is it? Weather event, positive event. All right. So what would be used for reissuing something? E.g., what do you get issued? Issue a passport. For reissuing something like a passport. Okay. 补发护照. Oh, okay. 补发护照, 补发身份证, 补发签证, 补发毕业证. All right. So for good things we use 补发. Okay. 重新发行. Yeah, that's the long version.发行 issue for things like money and whatnot. Yeah, stamps. That's a good one. 换发. Oh yeah, 换发. 续签. Oh, this is renew. 继续的续. 签. What is 签? 签署合同的那个签. Alright. Anyway, let's continue. 复发. We're now experts on 复发. 复函. Alright, 复函. Han here. You probably know 包含. Han. Han yi. There's two han yis and there's like han shu. They all refer to different contains. Right? Fu we know as pertaining to wealth. So like 富翁 we studied, right? That's a billionaire or something. Millionaire, billionaire. Unspecified large quantity of money air. So 富含 is to contain in large quantities. 多在富含铁元素，对不泻有益。Did you get that? So 菠菜 is spinach. It contains in large quantities 铁元素 iron, elemental iron, like on the periodic table. 对补泻有益 beneficial for supplementing your blood. I didn't know this was a word, but all right, 补血不好 I don't know. It's probably like grand or what do you call it when you have a building that's it's like luxurious, almost like I don't know, affluent. 这位富豪捐建了多所希望学校 What? Hopes 小学 What? 这位 So we have a person. This is a person, is it? 富豪捐 Is it like what's the word for someone who gives lots of money away? Altruist? An altruist. Yeah, so this altruist 建了多所希望小学 Yeah, so this is a person. This is a person. I think. Oh no, 富豪 is a person. 捐建 Is that a word? 捐建 to build something through donations or to build something for free. I guess if you're like a billionaire, maybe you can do things like that. Right, I want a school here. Hospital over there. It's got to have my name on it. All right. So 富豪 is a person. All right. Yeah, all right. So 富豪, rich and powerful people. 富有而有权势的人，富豪。只有大富豪才吃得起米拉贝尔饭店的午餐。All right, so only the rich and powerful can eat at this restaurant. Whatever. 富豪. So what we do most importantly is to recognize that this is a person or people. Yeah. All right. I don't recall seeing this before. What do you call an altruist? 爱他主义者 Really? 利他主义者 利他主义者 Which one's more common? 富翁 It just use 富翁 无私的富翁 Okay, 利他主义者 利他主义者 benefit others 主义者 All right. Where are we? 复合 复合 Fu probably going to mean re again, so doing something a second time. 合 would be combine, attach, seal, close. 复合 I'm not sure. 经过一段时间的冷静，他们最终选择了复合。Is that re? Oh, I don't know. Reconciled, get back together. 复合 Okay, so 我不喜欢你，我也不喜欢你，我们分手吧，分手了。然后，你要复合吗？OK，复合。Totally realistic. Totally realistic. That's how relationships work. All right. So 复合 get back together. We are 我们永远永远永远不会复合。We are never ever ever getting back together. getting 复合. All right. So I wonder if you said that. 我们永远永远永远不会复合. All right. Yeah, so they've calmed down after a while. 冷静, so 冷静下来. They calmed down maybe after a fight. It's like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad in the end. You're a bit disrespectful. Come on. But, not the end of the world. All right. Okay, 复合. What's this? Complex composite. There's another usage here we might need to know. Let's look it up. They're different in traditional, but not in simplified. All right. Not in the dictionary. What if we put it in here? 复合. 打错了吗? Maybe I 打错. 复合. 化学用语. Recombination. So this is... I'm not sure if I understand the definition of recombination. It's used in biochemistry, right? 拒绝带正电. So a positive ion. The leads, a particle that's positively charged. So we're talking about like it's lost an electron, right? 和带负电的粒子 or gained an electron. 相碰撞. So this one, oh, I've lost my electron. What should I do? Oh, I've got one too many electrons. What should I do? Let's get together. I guess it's like that. 形成中性原子或分子的过程. So they go together. But this is like an ionic bond, right? What's this got to do with recombination? 复合. 复合是气体放电区域中OK 电带粒子消失的主要过程之一. What? So we're releasing charged ions in a gaseous field. What? And they disappear? Why would they disappear? Yeah, I'm going to be honest, maybe this is not the most relevant for the HSK exam. I might, I don't know, I'm not sure what to do with this. Compound. Are we talking about chemical compounds? What's your 成分? This one. What's your 成分? Not the composition, but the compound. 化合物, yeah. 化合物. This is a compound. Yeah, 化合物. I don't know. Let's move on. 复合. This is one of these rare cases when this is pronounced fourth tone. 合. 复合. This is when you kind of agree. Actually, I remember this coming up in the HSK 6 standard course. Yeah, it's in the HSK 6 standard course, the first one. I remember reading it aloud. I've read aloud that chapter in the order of 20 times. I remember I almost memorized it. I don't know whether 瑶瑶和甜甜是朋友。甜甜的父母要出差。我是请我们家照顾3天的孩子。I forget now. I used to remember the whole lot. Yeah, no, I didn't memorize the whole lot, but I was quite familiar with it. All right, so 复合. So we're reading the third last paragraph from HSK 6 standard course. 我和老公对视一眼，这么小的孩子怎么学会了背后议论人？我郑重地走到他的跟前，严肃地说：“看到别人有缺点，应该当面说。 背后说人家的坏话不好。老公也在旁边附和，大伙要和睦相处，对人要宽容。女儿却是一脸的疑惑，反问道：“你们不是也有时候说哪个朋友好相处，哪个朋友很自私吗？”瞬间，我和老公被问得说不出话来，屋子里鸦雀无声。也附和 is there. So 老公也在旁边附和。So my husband is beside me, 附和 reiterating and supporting me, saying what I say, kind of thing. So echoing what I say. He's on my side. He's a good guy. Okay, 附和 echoing what I say. 会议上，许多人随声附和老板的意见。Yeah. This is your Li or B, right? Maybe it's good for your survival. Is it the best option for the company? I don't know. You're just, whatever the boss says, yes, we're doing that. Oh, good idea, boss. Good idea, boss. All right. 无话. Now remind me, there's one word for when an egg hatches, and there's one word for incubating an egg. I don't. This is the hatching of an egg, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Incubate. Ah. All right. 母鸡安静地蹲在窝里，孵化鸡蛋。The chicken or the hen is patiently, quietly squatting in the war. War here will be like a chicken coop. 孵化鸡蛋. So this is incubating. So the mother hen is sitting on the egg, keeping it nice and warm. Or squatting on the egg, apparently. Okay, so what is the hatching of an egg? Oh, is it both? So let's ask the AI. Does this include incubating and hatching? Covers both incubating and hatching. Right. No wonder I get them mixed up. It's the same word. All right. 孵化. So 孵, breed, incubate, hatch. Oh, it's both of them. All right. All right. 母鸡正在孵化鸡蛋. So if there is an agent, in this case, the agent is a chicken, and the agent is doing the 孵化, like then it's incubating. 这个恒温箱, presumably this is the Chinese word for incubator. 恒温, eternal temperature box. 用于孵化爬行动物的蛋. This is the Chinese word for reptile. 爬行, climb, 行, walk. 爬行动, 爬行, all creep. Right. That's reptile in Chinese. Okay, 小鸡孵化出来了. So when there's no agent, when it's used like passively, the egg hatched or the little chick hatched. 这些卵需要7天才能孵化. All right. Yeah, these are quite distinct concepts in English. So can be used, same word. Yeah, confusing, eh? 孵化期 incubation period. 孵化从蛋里孵化出来. All right, so you've got to infer from context, but the grammar indicates whether it's incubate or hatch. All right. And what animals? So with this one, and this only pertains to egg-laying animals, like reptiles Birds, monotremes. What about placental mammals? So, okay, I learned a new word today. Oviparous. So as opposed to placental, is that right? Or are there other options between egg laying and, I don't know, egg keeping in your tummy and producing eggs? How do you pronounce it? I'm kind of curious. Oviparous. How do I pronounce it here? Sorry, I need to turn the sound on.
Oviparous. Oviparous. Oviparous.
They're very similar. Oviparous. 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 How do you say oviparous in Chinese? I don't know. Oviparous, egg-laying mammals. I guess it's 下蛋动, probably egg-laying mammals. Okay, who 孵化 birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, insects, monotremes. Okay, so 鸡, 鸭, 鸟, reptiles, 蛇, 乌龟, 鳄鱼, 恐龙. Do you know them all? Snake, turtle, tortoise, crocodile, alligator, and dinosaurs. Are they reptiles? I'm not sure. They're kind of reptile plus bird divided by 2. Anyway, 青蛙, amphibians. What's this one? I don't know this one. 蝾螈. What is 蝾螈? An amphibian. What other amphibians do I even know besides frogs? Salamander, newt. All right. You turned me into a newt. I got better. Yeah, so this is where I put the characters with chong, which are kind of rare, but you kind of need to know as well. Here, 蝾螈 is here, and I put this image for a newt, or a salamander or whatever. There's another one here, yuan. Sometimes there's more than one character, so yeah, 蝾螈, salamander, newt. But the fact that I did not know what that is a bit of an issue. Yeah, I do know a few kind of rare ones. Tracy, hold up. Yeah. All right. Fish lay eggs, do they? I didn't. Or do I know that? No, I do know that. I've seen them lay eggs. All right. 大多数鱼类. Are there fish, non-egg-laying fish? I don't know, maybe sharks or something like that. 蝴蝶, butterfly, 蚂蚁, ants. Is it? I always get this one wrong. Pan, second tone, silkworm, and monotremes, 鸭嘴兽, platypus. What's this? Jin Yan, echidna. I feel like I should know this. Jin Yan, echidna. Jen is needle, so needle yan. Needle mole, is it? Needle mole is echidna. Yeah, there are only 2 of them. Monotremes are egg-laying mammals, and you have got echidnas and platypuses, both from Australia. There's multiple types of echidnas, I believe. But yeah, there are a small number of egg-laying mammals. Now, placental mammals, no, do not lay eggs, so they cannot hatch. Fenmian. Okay, so in biology, it's Fenmian. This is a new character for me. Is it in the corpus? I'll check it out. Is this a fancy way of saying giving birth? Yes. So this is not like you go to the doctor, it's like, oh, I'm about to give birth. No, it's what you're going to use in biology class when like a calf is about to be born. Here, 分娩疼痛. Oh no, I've seen this. This is like birthing pain or something like this, right? Labor pain. Yeah, I've seen this word. 分娩疼痛. Yeah, so this is probably so it would come out like if you're like a human giving birth, yeah, it would be here, right? Not just like cows and whatever other animals give birth. Presumably all animals give birth if they couldn't reproduce. Let's not get onto this topic. What do you mean I overthink things? 生产, 产仔. Yeah, I think it's both. All right. Okay, 那只母狗昨晚分娩了4只小狗. So this is give birth to. So the female dog, the lady dog, gave birth to 4 little puppies. 她昨天生了一个健康的宝宝. All right, Carlos kangaroos, marsupials. That'd be the same, right? Why would it be different? 生分娩, yeah, and okay, 育儿袋, the pouch. All right, so egg-laying animals for 孵化, and that includes incubation. Oh, there's another word for gestation. Gestation period, even for humans. Gestation period. 妊娠, yeah. 妊娠, all right. These are fairly rare characters. Gestation period, 妊娠. So they both just mean pregnant. Pregnant period. All right. So gestation period is the time between conception and giving birth, right? Yeah, 绝从受精卵. Okay, so 卵 is an egg. 受精卵 is a fertilized egg. 着床. What is 着床? Oh, taking root. Okay. 到胎儿出生之间的时间. Yeah. So it's kind of a fancy word you might get in biology. Normally in English, you'd say pregnant, and in Chinese you'd say 怀孕, or 怀有宝宝, something like that. There's a few other ways of saying it. 怀孕. Or 怀有宝宝. Can you not say 怀有宝宝? Not that 宝宝. Can you not say that maybe? 怀有6个月的身孕. All right. Yeah, 怀有的是一个宝宝. All right. So 怀有 is kind of a verb in itself. To have in one's person. As a baby. As a baby or a feeling that resembles a baby. All right. all right. Where were we? 孵化. So incubate and hatch an egg for egg-laying animals. And what was it? What was I've already forgotten it. It's to give birth. Not the other one, the fancy one. Oh, I've already forgotten it. Oh, this one, 分娩. It's kind of like 分手. It's like, it reminds me of 分手. It's like 分手. Oh. The baby wants to come out, and it's like, oh, we're breaking up. I don't know. What does 娩 mean? Let me guess. It's another word for pregnant? No. 娩. Oh, it's just to give birth. So 分娩. All right. So separate, give birth. 分娩, and 妊娠was the other one. Yeah, some of them are pretty rare. Pregnancy-related vocab, or reproduction-related vocab. Okay. Okay, 俘获. Yeah. 俘. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on this one. Is this 俘虏的俘? Prisoner of war? Yeah, it's 俘虏的俘. Captive. Okay. 俘获. So presumably we're like capturing someone. I'm not sure. 这部电影俘获了捂住观众的心 so captured their hearts. 俘获. So it is capture enemy property, but more figurative as well. In physics, capture an atom. No, capture a subatomic particle. All right, so here the AI is coming up with a figurative usage, 俘获, so capture an enemy and take them, yeah, okay, 俘获了敌军的500人，500个人，俘获了这个。I captured a railway train, escaped on it. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, the rebels were captured. All right, so I think it should be actual people who are 俘获, taken prisoner or captive. Oh, I just looked this up in the dictionary. I got the tone completely wrong. 孵化, Wow, I feel like I should, I don't know, run around the block saying 孵化,孵化, so that I don't get it wrong. 孵化. Got the tone wrong, didn't I? 孵化. Okay, 俘获. Sorry, I didn't look it up. Yeah, let's look at the character. That seems to be something we can do. Yeah, to take as prisoner of war. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so Chinese dictionary, my trusty 现代汉语词典. 现代汉语词典. All right. 五作战时捉敌人. So when you're at war, you capture the enemy. 俘获, 被俘. All right, 被俘 is not really a word. It's like has been taken captive. 生俘, presumably that's taken alive. 生俘. This one, 生俘. So if I yell, 生俘, live prisoner. What if I say you'll never take me alive? 能活捉我. Yeah, that's a verb, isn't it? All right. Number 2. So we're still doing 俘获的. We're doing this character. Number 2. Oh, okay. The first one was a noun. 俘获, 被俘, 生俘. The second one is the first one is a verb. The second one is a noun. 作战时被捉住的敌人. Okay, 战俘. So prisoners of war. 战俘. Yeah. So this is 俘虏. 俘虏作战的补助. 俘虏军人500. So 俘虏 functions as a noun and a verb. All right. That's it. There aren't other meanings. 俘获. No, not 复活, but 俘获. 俘获. So can it be used figuratively like the AI did? I'm not entirely convinced that's correct. Capture in, yeah, so there's this physics usage. All right. Oh, here we go. 俘获女人的芳心. Really? So you capture a woman's heart. 芳心. What does this 芳 add? I don't know. Affection. Heart used more figuratively. All right. Let us continue. 复活. Oh, there's 复活. Yeah, so 复活 is kind of what Jesus did, right? 传说中凤凰能在火焰中复活. Yeah, kind of. 凤凰. So 凤凰 in Greek mythology can 复活. 凤凰 in Chinese mythology. Yeah, I don't know. Can it? So I think this in Chinese mythology, can it 复活? I thought it was only the Greek. I think it's Greek. Phoenix. Yeah, native Chinese mythology, the Feng Huang does not have the ability to 复活. Yeah, so from the Greek phoenix, the modern cultural mixing. Really? That's really interesting. Yeah, so I remember studying Feng Huang, and when I was studying it, people were arguing that the phoenix and Feng Huang are not the same thing. There's only quite distinct concepts. One of the things, Feng Huang, yeah, Feng Huang, well, it doesn't rise from the ashes. It is, yeah, usually depicted red, right? As opposed to the dragon, which is yellow, and so on. It does look a little similar, doesn't it? And versus Phoenix. Different mythology. But I remember reading a piece about this, and they were arguing you should not describe this, describe the Greek one, yeah, 不死鸟, 不死鸟, undying bird. You shouldn't describe the 不死鸟 as 凤凰. Yeah, 不死鸟. What's going on with my computer? So this is Phoenix. And this is Chinese Phoenix. It's not in the dictionary, so maybe we'll add it. Yeah, my computer's going a bit weird. So, all right, I don't want to get too far off track. And then sometimes you kind of work it a bit hard, just opening all these web pages and everything. Okay, 复活. Where is 复活? 复活. 复活. Yeah, 复活 to like okay, reincarnate, resurrection. So like Jesus in Christianity. 复活. You can also say 复生. Yeah, it's used figuratively as well. This kind of come back to life. There's a chengyu. What is it? 死后复活. Yeah, 死后复活. Rise from the grave. 死后复活. Again, it's quite often used figuratively, and you can replace 复活 with 复生. 死后复生. There's two versions of it. Yeah. So I think 复生 is the same as 复活. Yeah. All right. No, nothing else. 附加. Presumably this is the same as 附带and just 附, as an attachment. 附件. Yeah, 附加的文件. Something like that. 购买套餐时，请留意是否有附加费用. Oh no, it's not what I thought. This is like additional expenses, additional costs. 套餐, when you buy a meal deal of some kind. 附加费用, 附加费, surcharge, additional, annex. All right, 附加. Yeah, I looked it up in the dictionary. 附加, yeah, 附加说明, 附加税, 附加工资. Yeah, it's additional. It's kind of what you think it would mean, 附加. But not really so related to attachments, what I thought. Anyway. 腐烂. 腐烂, like this is rotted or putrefied or something like this. Gone off. No, it's a stronger version of gone off. 掉在地上的水果很快就开始腐烂. Yeah, rot or putrefy or something like this. Oh, wow. Yeah, it also described people as corrupt. Yeah, 腐烂. It goes mushy and okay. 福利. I don't know. So this fu is the one with Sandian Shui, right? So it's float, such as floating on water or floating in the air. 福利. The power of floating? I don't know what this is. Buoyancy. Oh, okay, makes more sense now. It's buoyancy. Yeah, the float power is buoyancy. It makes sense. 木头在水中会受到向上的浮力 buoyancy. Yeah, it's so obvious now. Floating power is buoyancy. All right, 浮力 buoyancy 俘虏. We did this one 俘虏. So this was to take prisoners of war / prisoners of war. 俘虏. 这名战士宁死不屈. No, sorry, 宁. This is fourth tone here. 宁 would rather die than be subdued. 宁死不屈. 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 Yeah. 绝不当俘虏. Not going to become a prisoner of war. Yeah. Captive. All right. 抚摸. This is like caress. Something like caress. I don't know. Oh. I don't know. 抚摸. To gently caress and stroke, pet, fondle. Okay. 它轻轻抚摸着猫咪柔软的毛发. Yeah, so we're stroking a cat, and the cat's going, I like you. I like you. How do you purr? Humans can't purr. Okay, 抚摸. So it's a gentle caressing, stroking pattern. Yeah. 他正温柔地抚摸着她的金发. Okay. 她的金发. Oh. All right, you get the idea. Maybe I wasn't so gentle. 福气. I know this 福气, but what's this 福气? 福气. Oh, it's just good fortune, isn't it? 福气, 他真有福气. 儿孙满堂，身体健康，就是最大的福气. Yeah, it's good fortune. 福气. Yeah, there's nothing else to add really. 福气. Yeah, I looked up this one, 抚摸, and it's saying 用手指, so use your fingers, 轻轻, 触摸, so you're using your fingers to gently touch, 来回移动, and move. So it's not a still motion. It requires a level of movement, right? So like this and like this, and like you're petting a cat. All right. 福气. This one, 福气. Quite often it's 不服气. 服气 is like convinced, persuaded, or so convinced into believing something, that sort of thing. 不服气. Yeah, convinced to accept. Almost always negative. Like 不服气. I don't recall ever seeing it positive, actually. Maybe it's not used as a positive. 他虽然输了比赛，但心里并不服气. Yeah, he lost, but he's not 服气. Yeah, like the Romans. The Romans when Hannibal invaded. 不服气. Like many died, but I don't know. Hannibal's like, oh, they're gonna sue for peace. Guess what? They didn't sue for peace, did they? All right. That's such a relatable story. 不服气. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's ever used in the positive. 服气. Ronan 服气. Oh, there it is. There's a positive one. Yeah, if you do this, 才能让人服气. Yeah, most of the time, 不服气. 我不服气. I'm unconvinced. Yeah, 不服气, 不服气. 并不是每个人都对此服气. Oh, that's kind of a positive one. 怀疑的服气. What? Maybe that's a typo. 有点儿不服气, somewhat unconvinced, 他不服气, 不服气. Yeah, I think most of the time it's 不服气, unconvinced, unpersuaded, yeah, that kind of thing. Alrightio, I think we're going to call it a video. All right, I hope you're convinced. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and, I don't know, have good luck. And I'll see you in subsequent videos. TTFN. Oh, pardon me. TTFN.